Hi, this is Alicia from Behind the White Picket Fence, and today I'm going to be doing a huge book haul. My library had a book sale this weekend, and I spent like $10 there and got like 15 books or something like that. And then I also went to used bookstores like Goodwill and yeah. So that's what I did this weekend. So I have a huge collection of books to show you. The first book I'm going to show you is Golden by Jessie Kirby. It's a book that I just got in the mail that I won off Goodreads First Reads. And it's basically about this girl that finds a journal of this teenage girl that died in a car crash with her boyfriend. And the current girl, finds out that there's this huge mystery behind it, the deaths, and it just pretty much like a romantic suspense, just young adult. Then I got Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, the graphic novel, and I got this at my library book sale. It was pretty awesome. I loved seeing the characters come to life in a different way through the graphic novel, and was like, I need this book right now, so I got it, but I didn't realize some of the pages were coming out, so basically I'm just going to tape them back in and it'll be like new. The next book I got at my library book sale was The Vampire Stalker by Alison Van Diepen, I think is how you say it. If not, I'm sorry. This is something that reminded me a little bit of the Vampire Academy series, but I'm not 100% sure what this is about, so I'm excited to see how this story progresses, and yeah. The next books I got are Bloodlines and The Golden Lily by Rochelle Mead. It's the Bloodlines series. This is book 1, this is book 2. And it's the spin-off series of Rochelle Mead's Vampire Academy series. Yeah, I got both of these for like 25 cents or 50 cents at my library book sale. Then I also got at my book sale The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, and I've never read any of her stuff before, but I love this cover. It's just so beautiful, and it's shiny, and yeah, it's just beautiful. So I decided, hey, it's a cover that I love, and I've never read anything by this author before, so I would give it a try. I also got Amanda Hawking's Switched. It's the first trial novel, and I don't really know anything about this series. I think it was originally an ebook series, and it became so popular it got published as a print series, and so that's really impressive, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, this looks really amazing. I also got Sandra Brown's Adam's Fall at my library book sale for 50 cents. This is just a basic, like, contemporary romance, and I've never read anything of Sandra Brown's books before, so this sounded really good and decided to get it. Then, I think that's the end of my library book sale stack. Oh no, there's a few more. I got Stormwalker by Allison James and Firewalker by Allison James, the first two books in the I'm not sure what the series is called. Well, anyways. Yeah, I got these two. I've really been interested in seeing what this one was about, and when I saw book 2, I was like, well, if I like book 1, I'm going to want to read book 2 right away, so 50 cents for each was really an awesome deal, so, I got it. And then I also got books 2 and 3 in the Argano Vampire series, Love Bites and Single White Vampire by Lindsay Sands. And then the final for reals this time, the final library book I got was Eve Silver's Sins of the Heart. I think this is book 1, but I am not sure. Looks like it. Yeah. So, yeah, this looks really good. I checked it out once before and tried to get into it, but couldn't. I think it might have been when I started reading romance, and I don't know, it was just, I didn't read very many books then, and I tended to give up on books quite a bit then, so I decided to give this one another shot. And then we have books that I bought at Goodwill over the weekend. Though I do have one in here that is a book I got in the mail. So, the first book I got from Goodwill is Bled Dry by Aaron McCarthy. This basically is a vampire romance, comedy romance. The female vampire is pregnant, and the male vampire is off trying to find a cure to cure his vampirism, and when he finds out she's pregnant, he has to come back and be with her. So I thought this sounded really great, and I'm excited to give Erin McCarthy a try. I've never read any of her books before, but I know she has quite a few out. So hopefully I'll like her and this book. Then I found Spider Touched by Jory Strong. I've never heard of this author. I've never seen this book before, but the synopsis on the back just sounded amazing, and I'm really excited to read this. It's definitely going to be like on the top of my TBR list. It just sounds amazing. And yeah, it just, look at that cover. It's just amazing. Look at how pretty that is. Shiny, spidery, flowy nightgown, dress. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Then I found Opal Caru's Secret Ties. I've heard a lot of good things about this book, and I remember doing like research on what kind of erotic romances I wanted to read, and this book came up in that search, and it's been on my to-buy list for quite a while, and I found it at Goodwill, and it was like $2.99, so that was an awesome deal, when usually I'd have to pay like $14 for it new, so that was awesome. I also got Megan Hart's Deeper. I have read her book called Naked and was not a big fan of that book. I really didn't like it. But this one seemed to be, well, it caught my attention, and I liked the cover, and the synopsis sounded really good, so I decided I really wanted to give it a try, and if I don't like this one as well, know that I don't like Megan Hart as an author, so, yeah. Now, this is the book I got in the mail, Wicked Beast by Tawny Taylor. It is a erotic paranormal romance. It's kind of like a comedy type one as well. The main character, Kaylee Holm, is a erotic romance writer, and she hates cats. So when she falls in love with a cat shifter, it's kind of funny and seeing where that goes because she can't handle cats and whatever. So I thought that sounded really intriguing and decided that for like a penny, it was totally worth it. And then I have some young adult books. Evernight by Claudia Gray. I've heard a lot of people talk about this trilogy, I believe is what it is, and decided that I really wanted to read it as well. The cover's kind of boring, but hopefully the book isn't boring. And then I got 2 bind-ups of the Morganville Vampires series, Volume 1 and Volume 2, actually like that. Volume 1, Volume 2. Volume 1 has Glass Houses and the Dead Girls Dance, which I've read both of those and loved them. And then Volume 2 has Midnight Alley and Feast of Fools. And I'm currently listening to Midnight Alley's audiobook and really loving it so far. These books are just awesome. I love Claire and Shane and Michael and Eve. Oh, they're just great characters. I love them all. And then the rest of these are adult romance. The Earl of Darkness by Alex Rickloff. It's book 1 in... Well, it doesn't say what the series is called, but it's book 1. And I read the back and it sounded really amazing, so I decided to get it. And then I have book 2 of the Blood Ties series called Possession by Jennifer Armentrout. I have book 1, I haven't read it, so I figured once I finished book 1 I'd really want to read book 2, so I got this one as well. I have The Crazy Thing Called Love by Molly O'Keefe, and it's the 3rd book in the Can't Hurry Love series, I believe is what the series is called, but I'm not sure. I really like these covers. They're intriguing and, of course, naked men on the cover, which is a good thing. But, yeah, these books sounded really good, and I have found all 3, and it's just, I'm really interested in seeing how this series plays out. I also got The Nymph King by Gina Showalter. It is the first book in her Atlantis Heroes. I'm not sure what the title of this series is called, but yeah. I really like the cover, and I like Gina Showalter, so yeah, I got this one as well. And the next book I have read already is Terry Gary's A Match Made in Hell. It is book 2 in the Nikki Styx series. Dead Girls Are Easy is the first book. It's a paranormal romantic comedy. And Nikki Styx is a character that dies in the first few pages of the first book and comes back to life and is then able to see ghosts. So she doesn't really know what to do with that. She doesn't want to deal with ghosts and their problems when she has her own to deal with. So, yeah. She, well, I don't want to give anything away, but this series is amazing. Absolutely amazing. There are 4 books, I believe, and I've read them all. They are just so great. I fully recommend this series. It's just amazing. Nikki Styx is an amazing character. Her story throughout the 4 books really progresses really, great. And you just can't help but root for her and her love interest, which I'm not gonna give away. But, yeah, I definitely recommend these books. And then I got a book that all of my friends have recommended that I read, and it is Wicked Intentions by Elizabeth Hoyt. It is book 1 in the Maiden Lane series. I usually don't read historical romance, but I've heard so many people say that this series is amazing, and I'm tired of not knowing what everyone's talking about with this series, so I bought it. I bought it. Yes, I did. Next, I have Siren's Surrender by Devin Quinn. It is a Dark Tides novel. It is book 2, I believe, and I have the first one called Siren's Call, I think. Yep. Right there. Right there. Yeah. But yeah, I love these covers, and I've never read anything with mermaids before, and the covers are really amazing. Really amazing. I mean, the camera doesn't do much justice, but these covers are amazing. I love them. But, yeah. Anyways, like I said, I've never read anything with mermaids, and this seems like an amazing series, and I think I got the first book for free from a friend. I'm not sure. I might have bought it at Powell's as well, but yeah, this series looks amazing, and like I've said before, I like to have more than one book in a series before I start it. And then next I have It's All Greek to Me by Katie McAllister. And this one just seems like a really good summer read, and it's getting close to summer, and I am starting to get the addiction for summer books, and I just want to have something short and fun and easy to read. So when I saw this for like the second time in one day, I was like, well, I need it. It sounds good, and it's a good summer read. And we're getting down to the bottom. I got Iron Kissed by Patricia Briggs. It's the third book in her Mercy Thompson series, and I've read Moon Called and really loved that book. It was awesome. And I have Bloodbound, which is book 2, and now I have book 3 as well. The next book I have is Head Over Heels by Jill Shalvis, and I'm so glad I found this at Goodwill for like $2.99 or $1.99. Oh, I love Jill Shalvis. She's an amazing author. I fully recommend that you check out her Lucky Harbor series if you have not already. It's a contemporary romance series with amazing characters, and they all live in Lucky Harbor, and I don't have enough good things to say about this series. I've loved all the characters that I've read about, and it's just, I love these books. I love them. Read them now. Read them now. Next, I have Rachel Vincent's Rogue. This is book 2 in her Shifters series. I've read book 1, book 2, and book 3. I don't think I've read book 4. But once again, I fully recommend this series. It is quite an amazing story. And the author is very talented. She's got the Soul Screamers series as well. This series. But this is her adult urban fantasy series. And it's just amazing. It's about werecats, and it's urban fantasy, but it's got quite a bit of romance in it as well, so it's kind of like an in-between kind of deal with these two genres, and it's definitely an amazing, amazing series, which I've said that word a lot today. So I definitely suggest that you check this out, and this is my last book for the book haul, which, that was a big one. That was a very big one, and from now on, I'm probably not going to have new books, unless it's like I'm going to review them for Night Owl Reviews, but the reason I'm not going to have new books is because I'm going to start reading some of my own books back here. I've got so many just back here. I've probably only read about 1% of all the books that I own. So I decided I really need to start reading some of the books that I own before I buy more. Anyways, you may have noticed that my shelves have changed. I don't have those big white ones anymore with Twilight in the main focus. I have had this shelf for a while. It was my grandmother's, and I think it's an amazing shelf. It's beautiful. I love the wood. And, yeah. So, it has changed. I'll probably do an updated book tour, bookshelf tour soon, and yes. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week in reading, and happy reading. Bye!